Do you love Washington State but are done with the city life? In this video, we will uncover some of the best towns to move to in Washington State.
Number 1, Port Townsend. Crime is 25% lower than the Washington State average. Cost of living is 3% higher than Washington average, and the real estate prices are 12% higher than Washington average. If you're looking for views, this town has gorgeous views of the Olympic Peninsula. This small city gives off 19th century vibes with lots of buildings dating back to the Victorian era. If you don't love the PNW rain, Port Townsend is actually one of the driest areas to live in, being that it's in the rain shadow of the Olympic Mountains and only gets about 19 inches of rain per year. 38% of households have children under 18 and a 92% graduation rate, making this area great for younger families with children.
Number 2 on our list is Winthrop. The crime rate is 42% lower than the Washington average. The cost of living is 10% lower than the Washington average, and the real estate prices are 15% lower than the Washington average. If you love history, Winthrop is known for their American Old West buildings and is home to the oldest legal saloon in Washington State. And if you like to ski, it's a popular cross-country skiing site with over 120 miles of groomed trails. Other popular activities include rock climbing, hiking, mountain biking, river rafting, horseback riding, hunting, fishing, and golfing. Everything a nature lover would wish for and more.
Number 3, Squim. Crime is 1% higher than the Washington average, cost of living is 6% lower than Washington average, and real estate is 20% lower than the Washington average. Being close to Port Townsend makes Squim also one of the driest towns in Washington State. And some even find that the climate is similar to Los Angeles, California. In fact, in the winter months, it only gets to about mid-60s, and in the summer stays around the 90s. Squim is best known for being the lavender capital of the world, and every year they host a huge lavender festival. Also, with a prime location on Squim Bay, crabbing and fishing is a huge draw for tourists. Housing is still pretty affordable here, making it a great place for younger families to buy.
Before we get to number 4, if you're finding this video helpful, smash the like button and make sure you are subscribed to our channel. Now back to number 4, LaConner. The crime rate is 11% higher than the Washington average. The cost of living is 2% higher than the Washington average, and the real estate is 2% lower than the Washington average. Being only about 1 hour drive north of Seattle, LaConner is a perfect town to live in if you want the convenience of driving in and out of the city. LaConner is known most for its natural beauty, and every year they host an annual Skagit Tulip Festival, attracting thousands of visitors every year. Aside from this busy time of year, the town is home to just under 1,000 residents. It is a great place for growing families because nearly 40% of all households in LaConner are home to children ages 18 and under.
Number 5, Prosser. The crime is 35% below Washington average, cost of living is 18% below Washington average, and real estate is 41% below the Washington average. If you love wine tasting, Prosser is an important center of winemaking in the Yakima Valley. Prosser now has nearly 40 wineries in an area of about 10 by 10 miles, 12 of which are within walking distance of each other. This town relies on its agriculture, so aside from wineries, you'll see a lot of fruit orchards and fruit packing plants. And every year, the town throws a harvest festival and balloon rally with lots of food, entertainment, and hot air balloons illuminating the sky.
Last but not least, number 6, our favorite small town in Washington is Ocean Shores. The crime rate is 52% lower than the Washington average, the cost of living is 8% lower than the Washington average, and the real estate prices are 33% lower than the Washington average. This little coastal town is located on the Point Brown Peninsula of Washington coast. The wildlife here is unlike anywhere in Washington State. Ocean Shores is home to nature preserves, the best razor clam digging, perch fishing, crabbing, and water recreation. The town is known for its beautiful long sandy beaches surrounded by dunes, lakes, and a network of waterways. Ocean Shores has 23 miles of interconnected freshwater canals to explore in your kayaks, canoes, and motorboats. According to Vacasa, Ocean Shores is the best place to buy a beach house. For more information about Ocean Shores, like weather, crime, and wildlife, watch this video linked above.
If you found this video helpful, make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. We post weekly videos all about Washington State, local highlights, real estate topics, and more.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.